All right guys, we got this Rivian, we just put the PPF, and today I'm going to demonstrate what kind of protection you're going to get. So today this Rivian was brought in the shop because they were having a lot of heat issues. Now these types of Rivians have a ton of glass which offer great visibility, and they have a giant sunroof as well. Now with all that glass, a lot of heat gets in it, which causes the cabin to get hot and the AC to keep running on, which is draining the battery. So the best type of tint for this is a nano ceramic tint because it blocks out the maximum amount of heat. On average, it'll do between 96 to 98 of the infrared heat protection. Now, when we did this one on the front doors, we did a heat test of the clear glass by itself, and it was metering around this number. Then we came back with the heat test after, and it drastically reduced down the temperature. Now we used the same type of tint on the front windshield as we did on the doors, all the back windows, including the two giant sunroofs up on that front. The result is that the cab is gonna be a lot cooler, which is gonna put less stress on the AC system, which is gonna preserve the battery moving forward. Now this type of tint is a long-term type of application, so it's gonna last you somewhere between the 10 to 15 years, depending on the region and how much sun exposure you get over time. But this is a long-term solution, so when you go get the tint done, if you're gonna keep it for a long time, don't cheap out, get the good stuff. Now quality is not just a product, but it's also the process. Now the process is super important because these vehicles are highly advanced and very technologically driven. Now the natural application for window tint on a car is through water. In order to protect the vehicle from water, we must take several precautions, which you're gonna see right now.
So we use plasma to cover any embroiderment so we don't get any moisture. Felt along the edges, some natural things, but we need to tape it up because that's natural contaminants. You start rubbing this with your little squeegees, contaminants. Installing towels, kind of just putting them everywhere, as many towels as I can. We have a lot, so might as well use them.
So one of the other features about this vehicle is the sunroofs. Now this has a giant exposed roof made of glass, which is great for visibility because you can see everything. However, glass again means glass is a vulnerability for heat to come in through the sun. Now Rivian does a good job of putting a energy efficient glass up top. So what we did on this one, we just added an extra layer of ceramic film just to give it the extra protection so that less heat gets in the vehicle and there's less effort in trying to cool it down. All right, so one of the other things that we are doing to this Rivian right here is we are adding an XPEL Ultimate Plus paint protection film. Now that film goes on the bumper, the headlights, the hood, and the fenders for a full front protection package. Now the reason why we put this on there is because when vehicles drive down the highway, they are exposed to a lot of the stone chips that you get from debris, which causes stone chips on here, and over time is gonna rust it and make it look really bad, and it drives the value of the vehicle down. However, now that we put the paint protection film on there, the paint protection film becomes a sacrificial layer that protects the paint. The film can be replaced, and it's a lot cheaper to replace the film than it is to paint the hood. Now, one of the tests that we did in-house with this type of film is we put a flamethrower on it. So now that this one has it in this video, we are going to not try it on this one because it's not a personal vehicle, guys. But that video is down in the description below. So if you guys want to catch it and see it, check it out now. Squeegee that. So these back windows right here come out of the factory with factory tint on them. Now they're not actual window film, it's just the glass is tinted from the factory. Now they make this to give it privacy in the back. However, it doesn't really do much for heat protection compared to the clear tint because it doesn't have any of the UV inhibitors and it doesn't have any of the infrared blockers, and the infrared blockers is what gives it the heat performance. So with this one, the customer was happy with the darkness of it, however, not happy with the amount of heat coming in, so we decided to put a clear ceramic film on the back ones, which does not change the look of the glass, it just changes how the glass performs to give you more energy efficiency without altering the look. All right, now that the tint has been done, PPF has been done, TintWiz app message has been sent. This is Carlos, the Texas Squeegee, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Squeegee that.